Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor, and my guest today is Diane Orlofsky, here to talk about Frequency. Thanks for joining me here today.
Oh, I'm so happy to be at it.
And Frequency has a concert coming up, Troy University's Vocal Jazz Ensemble, an opportunity to enjoy the vocal jazz stylings of some Troy University students. Give us a little bit of information about this concert.
This concert is Tuesday night in the Long Hall School of Music, room 107, which is actually the choir room. Mm-hmm. And it's at 7 o'clock, and admission is free.
Admission
so Tuesday night.
All right, and so tell us a little about this concert, because you're celebrating a little bit with this concert, an anniversary,
Another
right?
milestone,
Another
Aaron.
milestone.
Yeah. 10 years ago, I started Frequency. Before, we really didn't have anything like this, and all over colleges and universities had really actually been doing vocal jazz, ensemble vocal jazz for about 15 years prior. So we started it. It was experimental. We were trying to figure out exactly what we wanted to be when we grew up. Took a couple years for the sound to really settle in. And then in 2011, we released the Fields of Gold CD, which under Ilium Records and through the music industry program. And it was a great success. And it launched us from there.
And that's the part of it, is that you started, it's kind of like a rock group or a professional music group. I mean, you think about it, you kind of grind away, then you release that CD, and then boom, everything kind of blows up for you.
And the only difference is we replace singers
Yes.
every few years.
Well, there's some the rock bands who do that as well.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And so we have to find our sound pretty much every year, you know. But that's the excitement for me, is discovering the new Frequency sound as students go, graduate, come back in. So this one really is a very celebratory. There's going to be a kind of a slideshow prior that shows all the singers since this inception in 2009. And we're doing a couple of numbers from the Fields of Gold CD, so those people in the audience that have that CD and have followed us will recognize a couple of them. We're resurrecting one from 2012, and we've invited members of Populous to come and be part of that. And they're not singing, they're doing the vocal percussion behind our singing.
So they're not bringing their instruments, well, except for this instrument right here, right?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
And because they're a pop music band here, and they're used to, people who've seen them, they're used to them playing music. So they're instruments with their music, so why bring them in?
This is such a cool collaboration. And they invited us to perform a mic check with them, and it's another way of kind of combining these two really cool contemporary art forms.
And vocal jazz, a lot of people out there may not have the concept of what vocal jazz is, because they know jazz and they know choir. So kind of give us the uninitiated what we're talking about here.
Yeah, it's taking vocal jazz elements, that really thick harmony, lots of chords that are just like you just want to kind of swim in them. They're so lush, and certain instrumentation, certain treatment of lyrics, and you do it in an ensemble. And you have to work super hard for blend and balance and all of those things, because that's really, really super important. And to me, it's just one of the most exciting art forms that I've ever been a part of.
And of course, and you have directed a lot of different choirs. And what is the difference, would you say, primarily between this and like traditional choral music that you conduct on a regular basis as well?
I guess if the easiest way to say it is how you place the vowels. And they're very tall vowels in classical choral singing, and it's a completely different placement. But good technique is good technique, and so really good singing is good singing, right? And so we'll do some old throwbacks, some like a Gershwin tune done in that contemporary style, and we'll also cover things like "Kiss from a Rose," which was a Seal piece. Only we're covering it in a vocal jazz flavor.
Well, that's what I was trying to, the next question was, what are some of the songs that folks might be able to recognize or hear at the concert?
Yeah, I mean, the Gershwin tune, Love Is Here to Stay, is a standard, and so they may recognize it. The two pieces from the CD are sacred pieces. Neil's like, ooh, sacred vocal jazz. It's not doo-wops, right?
Yes.
But it's that chord structure styling of Abide With Me and Amazing Grace. And then we will do things like a music theater song called A Quiet Thing. It's a lovely little jewel done in that kind of vocal jazz harmony. So it's really kind of a cross-section.
And so if anybody wants to go, once again, give us a time and date and location.
Long School of Music on the Troy campus, Tuesday night, the 23rd,
All right.
at 7 o'clock. Admission is, as always, free.
Free. So can't complain about that price, and have a night of vocal jazz fun with
Absolutely.
Frequency. Thanks for joining me here today.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.